Who doesn't love the refreshing taste of Coca-Cola? A global icon with that satisfying fizz, it's the #1 soft drink in the world, and it has been that way for a long time. In fact, the second most popular soda in the world is Diet Coke, which shows just how beloved this brand is. But have you ever wondered what goes into that iconic red can? I mean, something this good must have been created by some sort of sorcerer. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Let's go behind the scenes to discover the secrets of Coca-Cola. The story of how it all began. Coca-Cola's journey started in the year 1886 in good old Atlanta, Georgia, with a very curious pharmacist named John Pemberton. You see, John was on a personal mission. He was searching for a headache remedy that would not only be effective but also refreshing. So Pemberton got to work and created a syrup from a blend of botanical extracts, caramel coloring, and most importantly, a secret recipe. This led to the birth of Pemberton's French wine Coca. Yes, you heard that right. That was Coca-Cola's original name before it became the iconic drink we know today. The original blend was mixed with soda water to make it more drinkable. Since John was a pharmacist, it's no surprise that his French wine Coca was first sold at a pharmacy. Little did Pemberton know, he had created a beverage that would quite literally change the world. Now, we know we said we were going to tell you how Coca-Cola is made, but there's just one small problem with that. The exact formula for Coca-Cola syrup is one of the most closely guarded secrets, not just in the beverage industry, but in the entire world. Legend has it that the recipe is locked away in a vault at the World of Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta, and only 2 Coca-Cola employees are allowed to know the recipe at any given time. It's a foolproof plan because no one in the company is supposed to know who they are. They're not even allowed to travel together, and if one of them bites the dust, they must select a successor within the company to take their place. It's some serious business for sure. Now, while the specifics of the recipe remain a mystery, we do know that the core ingredients include carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup or sugar in some regions, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, and of course that secret blend of botanical extracts. The magic of Coca-Cola lies not just in its flavor, but also in its signature fizz. This delightful effervescence comes from carbon dioxide gas, giving Coca-Cola its refreshing and iconic bubbly texture. During the manufacturing process, carbon dioxide is added to the beverage. It dissolves in the water, creating tiny bubbles that tickle your tongue and give Coca-Cola its refreshing bite. Now that we know the history, the mixing process, and some of the ingredients, let's get to the good stuff, how the best beverage in the world is made. The Coca-Cola journey begins with the Coca-Cola Company making the syrup concentrate in Atlanta. That's the only place in the world where the syrup is produced. From there, this top-secret concentrate begins its journey to Coca-Cola's trusted partners all around the world. Once their partners receive the syrup, the process of turning it into our favorite beverage begins. Coca-Cola is made with pure water, which then goes through a series of thorough and advanced filtering processes to ensure you get the cleanest, safest product possible. Next, we move on to the absolutely massive mixing tanks, where the magic happens. In these massive mixing tanks, the secret syrup is combined with filtered water and sweeteners at the exact ratio needed to taste like gold. This precise ratio depends on the desired sweetness and regional preferences. If you've traveled a lot and tasted Coca-Cola from different places, you may have noticed that it doesn't always taste the same. That's because Coca-Cola adjusts its formula slightly based on the region they're selling to, all for customer satisfaction. It's part of what makes Coca-Cola so special. Of course, no matter how good it tastes, no one is going to buy sweet water. We need that signature fizz to go with it. Once the mixture is perfectly blended, it makes its way into a carbonation chamber. Here, under controlled pressure and temperature, carbon dioxide gas is infused into the drink, creating those delightful bubbles we were just talking about. Now, our world-famous Coca-Cola is ready, well, partially ready. You can't exactly send those massive tanks out to stores, can you? We need some bottles. Now it's time for the next step, the bottling process. Getting this refreshing beverage into your hands is a process with its own rich history, especially when it comes to the iconic glass bottle. The first ever Coca-Cola bottle was created all the way back in 1899. And it looked nothing like the bottle we've come to know and love today. Over the years, there have been 6 different glass Coca-Cola bottle designs, with the current version in production since 1957. You might wonder why they haven't changed it for so long, and the answer is simple. There's no need to change perfection. Of course, these days, Coca-Cola isn't just sold in glass bottles. We also have plastic bottles and metal cans to keep up with modern demand. In the factory, the carbonated mixture travels to a bottling line, where it is meticulously filled into cans and bottles. High-speed machinery ensures that each container receives a precise amount of liquid, leaving just enough space for the perfect head of foam when you pop the top. Once capped and sealed, the bottles and cans whiz through a labeling machine, where they receive their signature Coca-Cola branding. The entire process is automated and completed in a matter of minutes. You might be wondering, since everything is moving at such high speeds, why don't the bottles fizz up and explode? Well, that's because all of the machinery involved is state-of-the-art. Even though the production line moves at incredible speeds, the equipment is designed to ensure minimal movement of the bottles. Plus, because of the high-speed process, each bottle spends as little time as possible on the machines. This means that even though tens of thousands of bottles and cans are processed every day, not a single one of them fizzes up unexpectedly. Quality control and testing. Now that the cola is all bottled up, we're almost ready to send it off to picnics and cookouts across the world. But even with Coca-Cola's advanced machines, nothing is ever truly perfect, and they don't settle for anything less than perfection. Before beginning their journey to stores, Coca-Cola products undergo rigorous quality control checks. This ensures that every sip is consistent in taste, fizz level, and safety. From taste tests to microscopic examinations, no detail is spared in making sure the product is absolutely perfect and ready for consumption in every way imaginable. And that's the entire history and process of how Coca-Cola is made. With a company this strict about its secrets and so dedicated to ensuring every single bottle is perfect, it's no wonder Coca-Cola remains the #1 beverage in the world. So next time you crack open a can of Coca-Cola, take a moment to appreciate the effort and history that went into making it. Now, pop open that can, take a sip, and enjoy the taste of a global icon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on how everyday things are made. Thanks for watching.